guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Crown Eurocars in St. Pete, Florida, because guess what? I got a 2020 Mercedes Benz GLE 350. And if you're wondering, well, what is the purpose of this particular vehicle? This is Mercedes Benz's competitor to go up against the BMW X5 and to go up against the Audi Q7. But before we dive into this particular 350, let's talk about Mercedes-Benz and their SUVs. So for quite a few years now, they really have brought a lot of focus into the SUV segment of the auto industry. One thing they're really trying to do is be that luxury brand standout to bring you the most when it comes to styling, performance, and obviously that interior space, the technology side of things, and also the fit and finish. This GLE 350 is that go-to for somebody who wants a mid-size style SUV to go up against the BMWs and the Audis. So let's go ahead, dive into this GLE 350 and see, is it the luxury SUV you should be parking in your garage? Right off the bat, the lines of the Mercedes-Benz GLE 350 really blend well with all the different types of vehicles that they do have in their lineup. You'll see the all-new updated headlight design. This headlight housing is all new shape. You got your daytime running lamps, turn signals, and the headlights are full LED, of course. And this is the design philosophy that they're trying to take their front end of their vehicles into the 21st century. Now, when we drop down, probably the biggest zonk is going to be this massive fake vent area here on each corner. It almost looks like it's trying to be a spider web on Halloween. Not really digging it. I do like the little decorative trim that they have, little horizontal chrome piece there, but I wish they would have went a little further than just making this textured design. Now, of course, you're gonna get that massive Mercedes-Benz star right there in the center, the flat silver flanks, both top and bottom. You do have a forward-facing camera, a little bit of chrome trim, and then some chrome trim along the bottom section here. This center area is functional, which is really nice. And I do like the amount of ground clearance that we have at the front end. Now, when we get up onto the hood, you're gonna get that unique styling from Mercedes. Two massive bulges on each side that kind of rise up and go towards the windscreen and then fade away. The only other body line is gonna be the other two that go towards the A-pillar. Very, very classy, very clean. Now, when we come around the bend, here's what we're working with, wheel and tire setup. On this GLE 350, you're gonna have the machine aluminum. This is a 20-inch wheel, machine aluminum, metallic gray finish. Really fits well with the particular color of this particular GLE 350. You have the flat black, which I am gonna zonk. I think this flat black on a Mercedes-Benz product kind of doesn't fit. This should be all color matched, but I do like the way it does have a nice prominent body line in that fender. As we go down the side though, super clean, no fake vents. You're gonna, of course, get color matched mirror caps, chrome trim along the top and the bottom, some chrome on the door handles. You have your brushed aluminum, small little running boards. I kind of don't see the purpose of them. I mean, it's not like you're getting on in, but I guess if you want to gain access onto the roof area, you do have that ability, and you have two very nice high roof rails, which of course you'd be able to put some crossbars and, hey, put the kayaks on top of your GLE 350 and go kayaking. Following down the side, you have this nice high belt line. We have a little bit more of that black fender trim coming around the rear. I do like on the fender here, the way they kind of just round it off right where the door is for your gas fill up. That belt line comes to the back and then it fades away, which is really cool. Now, when we get to the back, you're gonna get full LED taillights, simple low roof spoiler, and then when we drop down, you're gonna have some chrome trim along the bumper, which is nice because this is gonna protect it from getting scratched. Chrome trim in the center. Of course, you're gonna get your full towing hookup. Now here's the real test. 5-finger zonk test. 2 fake exhaust outlets. That's gonna be a double zonk. I don't know what they're thinking at Mercedes-Benz. At least make them be decorative trim rings and then have the exhaust pipe behind them. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood of this GLE 350 and see what we're working with power-wise. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have 2 hood struts. Underneath that hood is going to be a very large engine cover, because guess what? You have not a very large engine in this GLE. This is the 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, 255 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque. It's all routed through a 9-speed automatic transmission. The GLE 350 weighs 4,794 pounds, 0 to 60 in about 6.6 seconds. Top speed 128 miles an hour, and MPGs 19 in the city, 26 on the highway. The good news is the engine cover is very clean. Got the Mercedes Benz badge, and then you have this carbon fiber, believe it or not, attachment right above the radiator. So very interesting how they have some carbon fiber underneath the hood of this GLE 350. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the interior and see what Mercedes Benz is bringing luxury style. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 GLE 350. I know you're at that point where you're like, Joe, I've been looking at the Beamers, I've been looking at the Audis. How much is this one? MSRP for this Mercedes Benz is right around $64,000. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panels, you're gonna get soft touch material across that whole top. I like the way Mercedes has easy access to the seat controls. Of course, full electric assist for both the passenger and the driver, 3 memory seat settings, and heated and ventilated seats. You have the optional sound system. The cream color leather is not my cup of tea, but you know what? It breaks up the sea of dark material. I like the contrast stitching, and you have a large pocket down there for a couple whoppers and a nice diet soda to wash it all down. Coming to the interior, soft material on the dash, digging this dark wood trim. I like the dark wood trim, a little bit of silver, very nice. Come to the center stack here, you're gonna have not only one, but 2 12-inch screens. So you have over 24 inches of pleasure in front of you. Can't say that very often, but you have real easy to use touchscreen. We could go into navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. There we are in St. Petersburg, Florida. There's an airport over there if you need to get over there, but very, very easy to get through. If you're wondering, well, what's that over the screen? That's just a PDI film. So I want to keep that on there so I don't get yelled at by anybody, but very easy to swipe through. We could go into info, very nicely done. You got your vehicle settings. We could go into engine settings. Look at that, engine telemetry. Also your different modes. We have sport, comfort, eco, and individual. Let me go ahead and show the backup camera. Very nicely done. You got full 360. Obviously the doors are open, and trajectory, and you could go different camera views. Well, the doors are open there, but out front, there we go. Around the back, really nicely done. Let me put it back in park because that chime is annoying the heck out of me. Love the wood trim. I love these AC vents. Mercedes-Benz does some of the best AC vents. You got your dual climate control. Look at the nice gloss black. You know, I say that, but I know it's going to show fingerprints. Look at that. There's your fingerprints for you. But the good news is look at this. You open that up. You got wireless charging. You got 2 USB-Cs. You got a 12-volt, 2 cup holders. We close it back up. You got a trackpad. You got 2 oh crap handles. So if you're really in trouble, let go of the steering wheel and just hold on to your oh crap handles and kiss your bug goodbye. That's my advice. Stitch work is nice. Emergency German chocolate Twinkie storage space down there, which is very convenient. You got your trackpad like I was telling you about. This is going to control your palm. It's a palm placement, so that's what you're controlling is your actual palm placement. When we look at key fob, I'm losing it a little bit. Here's your key fob, nice and slim and trim. Would be nice to have remote start at $64,000. Little tiny cubby here for some good old German Jolly Ranchers, your favorite Bavarian flavors. Push the button, Bombay doors. You could stack up probably about 13 Twinkies, and you got another USB-C in here, and you got a little platform for some toothpicks, so you could pick that yellow sponge cake out of your teeth. Close it up, and here we have the seats. Nice perforated, large headrests, really great material, and like I said, ventilated and heated, and you have your matching seatbelts. So you got your matching seatbelt color with your seats, and a beautiful, that's a panoramic sunroof. That's a panoramic and a half. Beautiful looking sunroof, letting in lots of the sun rays. The vitamin D is just showering upon me. Coming over the business end though, I want to show you behind the wheel of this Mercedes Benz. All right guys, business time. Really love the seat, nice and large, very soft, very comfortable. Steering wheel has great thickness. One of the things that I don't really love about Mercedes-Benz, some of their products, is the column shifter. Kind of reminds me of when I was learning how to drive my mom's station wagon. But other than that, that 12 12-inch display. It's actually 12.3 inches worth of pleasure. Can't ever say that you got 12 inches. You can in your Mercedes. The crazy thing is that you don't have a bunch of glare. I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they're doing, but there's not a lot of glare, because if you notice, there's no hood over it. It's just straight up, there's the screen, but I'm telling you, large and in charge, and you could display every bit of information that you could possibly think of. You could even show your DNA strand and ancestry chain right on that screen. Plenty of headroom. I'm 6 feet tall. Let's check out the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna be comfy. All right, guys, mid-road time in the GLE 350. The wonderful news is your mid-road passengers are gonna love you because you got plenty of room, and the way that panoramic sunroof goes all the way back. You have material, soft touch. I'm not the biggest fan of these cargo nets, but you know, the good news is you can put an apple in there, a couple bananas, stay healthy. Center stack, you have AC vents, you can put some Slim Jims here. And then down below, you can put some packs of gum, because you're gonna need it after eating all those bananas, apples, and Slim Jims. 2 USB-Cs, that tilts back. You got a power source down there. I got plenty of leg room and headroom. Seats tilt, they slide forward and backward. It's all power assist. Armrest, hard as a German rock. Really, really hard. But the good news is, look at that. Fill that up with Skittles. Taste the rainbow as you're looking at a rainbow. That's what I always say. And then, boom, 2 cup holders, nicely done. They just don't want to stay. There we go. Put it back. Let's go ahead and check out that third row and see if you're going to be cramped sitting back there. All right, guys, time to get into this third row. Now, just be aware, it is super tight and very cumbersome to get all the seats into position for you even to attempt to get in there. So I have both sides of the mid row up. We're going to climb on in, and now I know why they give you the running board, is to help you get into the back. I actually found success holding on to the roof rail. So here we go. Swing on in, and then slide on over. So I would probably say maybe 6, 7 years old would be the best age to sit back here, or younger. It's really, really tight. I am not moving that mid row. I'm not, because it just slides back and it breaks your legs. So not really concerned about that right now. You do have 2 cup holders, 2 USB-Cs, but it's very tight back here, and guess what? There's no AC vents. So if you want to cook somebody back here like a Thanksgiving Day turkey, this would be the best way to do it. But why don't we go ahead, let's get all these seats back into position and check out the cargo area. All right, guys, time to get into the cargo area. Real easy, you hit the button, you have nice electric assist. We put that third row down, which it is a little cumbersome, I'll be honest with you, but you can see the amount of room that you have. The great news is you do have a lot of room back here, nicely carpeted. You're looking at over 33 cubic feet of space. One of the things I do really like is that you have this little area here. You pick this up. This is where your security shade is. You can take the security shade out and then line it up with Twinkies. Emergency Twinkie storage. You don't want to be on a family trip and everybody get hangry. I'm telling you right now. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. Speaking of knowing, I know that you're ready. I'm definitely ready. Let's take this Mercedes Benz GLE 350 for a spin. All right, guys, we just left Crown Euro Cars. We are in the GLE 350. Rear-wheel drive setup. You can get this in 4MATIC with the all-wheel drive system. Right away, the wonderful news is that visibility out the windshield is great. Those 2 massive screens that form one big screen, lots of information, easy to read, easy to get to. So they definitely hit the nail on the head with the technology side of the GLE 350. The fascinating thing that surprised me right away is I thought this vehicle was going to feel very, very underpowered because it is only a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. The good news is that you got plenty of pep, which is nice, especially for a larger vehicle. I thought it was going to feel a little bit more sluggish, but let me go ahead and get on throttle. That 9-speed drops down. We're off and running. You're not waiting for boost. Super smooth. Look at this. Up to speed very, very quickly. I love the steering wheels that they put in Mercedes-Benz products. Great thickness. It's got paddles on the back of the steering wheel. They're small, they're plastic, they're cheap. I don't know why they're there, really. I know some people who live in different extreme elevations, depending if you're going uphill or downhill. It's nice to have that ability to use the paddles to select a certain gear, especially if you're towing something. I could see that being very, very important. But good feedback from the brake pedal. Everywhere you touch in here, the materials are very soft, very high-end, and very classy. And I'm telling you, the engine delivery is actually quite surprising. Back on throttle, drops down, we're off. Super smooth for a 4-cylinder, I'm telling you that right now. And I like the weight to the steering. It's got a great overall feel. Visibility out the back is king. That rear glass is massive. Side windows are great. Seats feel good. They're not squishy at all, but they're as comfortable as can be. It's in the driving where you get impressed with this GLE 350 for sure. All right, guys, getting on throttle once again. Let's see how this larger SUV handles. Remember, this is not an AMG product by any means, but I always like to give that overall feel. It's interesting because they could have made another AC vent up here, but they left it just fake looking vent. So I am gonna zonk that. I totally missed that earlier. How dare I? That's a zonk against me. But going in this right-hand bend, it's got a lot of roll. A lot more rolls than they hand out at your local restaurant when you're eating dinner with your family. So it does have a lot of body roll, but remember, that's not the purpose of the GLE 350. It's not about, you know, corner carving. It's about smooth ride, being able to tow, being able to take the fam on a trip somewhere, or just do your daily routine, pick up the kids from school, go catch a movie, those different types of things. As you can see here in Florida, we have very interesting people that just like to pull out in front of you at any given notice. But overall, I'm telling you, it's a comfort to drive this SUV. And I think definitely you want to take one of these for a spin if you are thinking about the BMW X5 or that Audi Q7. Guys, pulling out on the highway here, getting up to speed, really smooth. You do get a very loud 4-cylinder noise coming into the cabin, which, yes, you're powered by a 4-cylinder, but I thought there'd be ways of disguising that or masking it totally, completely. But very easy to drive. That's the nice thing about this GLE 350. Super easy to drive. We're gonna make a U-turn here. When you're going down the highway, the ride is very compliant, very smooth, and just comfortable all the way around. But hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel and view of this GLE 350. We're gonna get back to Crown Eurocars and wrap this one up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day here at Crown Eurocars. Definitely got to thank Nicole, the rest of the crew, getting us access to this GLE 350. Is it a standout? I think you definitely want to add it to your list if you're looking for those luxury mid-size SUVs, but definitely check out the other two from those German brands, Audi and BMW, to really find the one that's perfect for you. But if it's vehicles like these that you want to keep seeing on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Mercedes Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Mercedes Rides merch. Got to get at the Big Guns McGee. Tom Moschner working that camera like a champ. He wants to go get a German hot dog right about now. So we'll go get you a bratwurst, Tom. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.